Anyway, let's go. Let's fucking beat up the shithead who's been ready for it. So, he's kind of like, wow, wait, so Asuka and Setsuko there, and it's like, yeah, she really fucking hates him because, you know, he murdered Denzel and Toby, he's a shithead, and he did it to help activate her sphere because he's a jerk. And the current Denzel and Toby are copies from a parallel universe, specifically bought by Asuka to upset her even more. And it's like completely different to Rand's treatment of Asuka, where they were mostly really good pals and they went out drinking and had a good time. And Asuka even went so far as to rescue Mel when she was lost. So unlike Setsuko, Rand doesn't have any like real reason to fight Asuka other than, you know, the inevitable fight over his sphere and that he's friends with Setsuko and Asuka's a shithead. But and that's largely the same for Crow as well, and Hibiki. Like Asuka wants to get him for his sphere thing, but you know, but basically Asuka will not stop to get his goal of vengeance on the envoys for cursing him with immortality. It's like the curse of immortality. And it's different to the regular idea of immortality, where actually it's good. It's like, who wants to live forever when even love must die, says Garrett, but he says Tifa, obviously. But the problem is, for Asuka to get his way, that means our dudes have got to die, and that ain't happening. It'd be nice to actually fight on the same side as Asuka against the envoys, but the more likely outcome is battle to hold him still while Trier shoots him with the big gun. So everyone else is having their big chat about a bunch of bullshit. And here's Setsuko, and she's made her peace with the upcoming battle. Asuka must be stopped, lest sorrow spread any further. And Rand, on the other hand, he's got no clue what to do about Asuka. But he sums up and he's like, but it'll all work out. And it's like, he goes, I put lots of thought into it, I thought really hard about it, I got no idea. But he'll figure it out when they meet. And Crow and Hibiki are like, alright then, so be it. We'll back you up no matter what you decide. As will, obviously, everybody else. And I was like, hell yeah, we got your back. Hell yeah, dude, we love this dude. You're our reactors, hell yeah. Okay, that smile, stuffy. Hell yeah, we got it, nice. Everyone's like, hell yeah, dude, we got your back. Us too. You're the ace of the glory stars. Let's go, darling. You too, Crow. Yes, all his fucking harem after him. We'll do it together. Alright, ask him. Let's do it. And here we are. To eternity. There are Z ships having the four nerds fight Asuka individually, which is, you know, fine. And here we are on their shithole planet. Gotta bring that. Gotta bring that. We'll bring that because I want to banish Asuka to the Shadow Realm. Extremely Final Fantasy music over here. Ah, dang it, where's Sephiroth? But here we are at the coordinates, nice work. This is S-Terran, third planet of the Chaos Cosmos. And it's like, yep, here the gravity is a little lower, and because of that it has a thinner atmosphere than our own one. And like the rest of the Chaos Cosmos, this planet's dimensional barriers are real low, so who knows what's going to pop out at any minute. The good news is, though, that the Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann and Diebuster can both be used here, even though it's a regular planet. Don't worry about it. And here is where Rimanisha once stood on the other Earth, and it's the scene of the Calamity Birth. Yeah, and it's like where Islam happened, and it had a ley line running through it, and it seems important on Esterra. Yeah, and this was the capital of Islam, as Marguerite said. But what better place to gather and focus dimensional energy, especially with no other life around to interfere? And Trier says, literally, no life. Absolutely none. Like, remember how she mentioned, like, all things have life and a will? Not here. Everything is completely 100% dead. Remember when we mentioned that the zone did the thing? Poof, bam, blew it up and it turned everything into dead-ass sand? That's this. Everything's dead. Nothing. And it's just the way the envoys want it, supposedly. She was never the engine. She was just in an egg. But yeah, she fires the big gun. She's like, hey, let me hit the button. But yeah, and it's based on the entire absence of life, it's difficult to imagine that the Envoys Union was formed entirely voluntarily. And these stone monuments everywhere are pretty much more grave markers than anything. Yeah, she gets one entire voice line now, less than AG. And here's Asukim. He shows up. And he welcomes us to Sacrifice Garden, the place where she grieves over all the innumerable lives lost. And this is the place where death is most alive, and it seemed appropriate to settle the score with us. We're like, hey, why are you being so talkative all of a sudden? Is there some way to avoid open warfare? And he says, well, it's hardly likely that Setsuko would sign up for a truce, right? After all, her dead comrades would be even sadder than her if she signed up for that. And then Roger's like, hey, what's with all this deliberate provocation, dude? And he says, without any trace of humour, it takes sphere power to defeat the envoys. The 8 spheres gathered here might amount to something like an equal fight, but not if 4 of them are in Zet Blue's hands. Yeah, why are you starting shit, dude? He's convinced that the envoys will simply steal the spheres out of our cold dead hands, and he's going to take them first. Zero asks him if he would commit to stopping the multiversal collapse if he wins, and Asukim just goes, not really interested. If let that which is slated for destruction be destroyed. And he genuinely doesn't care what happens to the rest of the world as long as his own objective is met. And as far as Hibiki is concerned, that makes him equal to the envoys. And he's like, Asukim obviously gets a bit mad at that, and it's like, and the Crow's like, well, you made him mad. I suppose that's as good as reasoning with him. Rand asks Asukim if he's fighting the envoys because of them inflicting immortality. He is. And he said, why did they do that to you in the first place then, dude? And he says it's because of his special power to detect the spheres, the scattered fragments of the Supreme. And he has no idea where he got that power from. All he knows is that he languished under the envoys' change ever since his earliest memories. It was they who sent him in search of the spheres, and his black wings let him break free of their mind control. And yeah, there you go, mind control. And Hibiki asks about working with Advent, and he says that he worked with Advent that one time on account of his belief that Advent was different from the others. He said, remember, he was cast out among them around the time of the big shattering of the Supreme God Soul. Basically, Advent had no role in Asukim's deal. And his disappointment mirrors that of us with Sacrifice. Unlike Zet Blue, he's concluded that all of the envoys must go down. And so, using AIM's stupid bullshit power, he's summoned up loads of copies of himself, all controlled by the Black Knowledge. Like Shiroga's control of the thing. Kuro no Echi. Yeah, Kuro no Echi, Chrono H, but the H stands for Henkai, which is boundary. And it turns when the Great Ultimate reached the boundary of time, what it found was despair. And a lump of that despair, made madder, was among the fragments of the Supreme God Soul ejected by its detonation. And Asukim thinks it will come quite in handy in defeating the envoys. And if a bunch of these guys isn't enough, a bunch of the other Jokers show up. It's like, what is it? It's like Sacrifice sending these. And Asukim's like, the sorrowful Sacrifice, trying to make herself feel a little guilty, I guess. Asukim's not a fan, but he'll do whatever it takes to win. And he's like, this is bullshit! But time for Asukim and Sacrifice to see what consequence their actions have invited. So, let's take them down. And they'll try and everything he can. It's now up to us. It's in our hands to grasp victory. It's like, oh yeah, let's give it a shot then. We'll kill you. I wish you would. And the SR point is within 4 turns, defeat all enemies except the Shuroga Sin. Yeah, so for what you missed, Suzuaka, Esther now fires the big gun, and AG isn't a robot, he's a little Giedel Vernel. He's all of them, except for one. There's only one that isn't in him, and that's Suzune. Suzune is a Giedel Vernel. But he's a little ugly fella inside a robot, and everybody was real pissed off at his mind control he did, because it turned out the business thing was a spell to make you be able to snap out of anything. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. I'll do it anyway. Yeah, those recipes can't lose. Like, he either gets to go to sleep forever, he dies, or he gets to go on and do his bullshit. And if he goes on and does his bullshit, he'll die. Like, either way, he's good.
Power to the dream!
And hopefully they're going to more or less Skip's deal to come.
Try again! Totsuki Love Heart! Power to the dream! Except!
Yeah, Advent's only ever stole one bop. Whereas Asakim has stolen at least 3 bops a game. So, he's a pretty wild fucking dude.
Try again!
Episode's got a line against him where he's just like, hey dude, listen to my song. And he's like, yeah, it's quite good actually. Okay. Not strong enough. Ain't easy if I stand there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
この瞬間に命を燃やすのよ。はい、今こそ私たちは炎になります。どれだけ離れていたって。バスタービーム。くじけちゃうわ。私いくちゃんだけど隠した涙誰もみんな始めは
Yeah, we did the business. Like he just says, everybody, let's get ready to get down, and then everyone reflexively said business and snapped out of the bullshit. And then everybody was mad and they beat him up. And Kiriko will shoot him with his gun if he ever does anything shifty again. Oh, and also we achieved apotheosis too. That's the thing we did. We achieved Shinka. Where's Karu, like the smuggest guy around? Oh yeah, you. I mean, he is an angel. He does remember every single Super Robot Wars game. And his TV series and his movies. He remembers fighting the Gaia Sabers. He remembers fighting alongside the original Dan Kuga, Guy King. He remembers all the various Shinjis. He remembers Shah, Quattro Vagina, Ra-Zephon, all of them. He's seen them all, he's been in them all. And he was getting his shit kicked in. And here's these things, all controlled by the Kulonoichi. So they're all controlled by the thingy bobber. Think he has a favourite Shinji? Yeah! The one right in front of him, every time. I'm tempted. Yeah, fuck it. Wow. Let's do the big Esther gun. So here's this dude who has a unique line versus the Black Knowledge. Although this much Black Knowledge has been gathered, the road to the Supreme Ultimate isn't open. I guess that the final key needed is indeed the spheres.
索敵は完了してます。
抜け目ないね。さすがだよ。Z クリスタルと DEC 反応炉を同調。
So looking good.
了解。同調率 95% 突破。
いつだって仕事も恋も一生懸命だ。
And after we did the bullshit with the binding thing and became one with every atom in the universe, Esther was cured. And then she went into the thing and did the business line anyway, despite knowing that it was a mind control spell, because she's an idiot. Classic Esther. You gotta try better than that if you're gonna beat us. Fucking guy. Big. Really big. Oh yeah, and Carmen is alive again. But only on the boat. He can only exist on the boat. So it's okay.
Drill が1回転すりゃ、その分前に進む。俺たちの全力。 受け止めてみやがれ。
bonk.
ここが腕の見せ所。
Nice work, Edinburgh.
Ah, 任せてくれていい。外すつもりはないよ。
前に出てきたやつをこれで決めてやる。いけそちらを支援する。第2のミリオルド・ピースクラフトを生むわけにはいかん。
消えろ、目障りだ。
Get out of here, I saw. And then Haman murdered the man. Anybody's used to. Get in the boat. Shinji versus the man. This power capable of bending the very world could potentially release me. You're talking about Unit 13? What is it that you desire? Eternity? Or perhaps your lost past? If you can't answer, then I'll simply nip you in the bud. That'll be the best for everyone. I won't accept that. I haven't done anything yet.
Gunbuster で牽制します。バスタートマホーク。
Tomahawk! Right, Skip, you're gonna need more health than that. If everybody's got to talk to you. That means like all the squads, everybody and all the squads, especially the OGs. Monster Purge, get out of here. Got you better moves than that. Stupid bird. Fuck you.
機動力、運動性が強化されている。このバルゴラが背負ったみんなの思いとともに超えてみせる悲しみを。ザ・フローリースターフルバースト。
Yeah, that's Inazuma kicking. So that's how it is.
そう動くと思ってた。燃え上がれディスルフ。必殺
Burn it up, Liesner. Fire up. Can't even fucking hit Shinji, get out of here. Oh, gums. Nice map attack, dude. All like one person and your friends. Hibiki. That's a Kim. Tough luck, Hibiki. Have you made your peace? Huh? I'm ready to do anything if it means defeating you. I'll even stake my life on it. We'll emerge victorious. I have a reason why I have to survive. Good. It's only natural for one who's alive.
これが僕の望みを叶える力だよ。さあ、あまたの天才を
Now he's
生
gonna
産
put us
し
in
よ
a...
う。
Oh no, he's not gonna put us in an egg. He's just gonna crash into the boy really fast, right?
走れ四郎の神。
Transform.
から
Change!
煉獄、そして天国を経て僕にまつわる因縁を逆再する。ゼノシックノバ。
Genos.
少しずつだけど押されている。
絶望の果てに希望はあるのかな。
My despair. My despair! But Banana's now. Banana's even got 2 lives. Just as there are those who... Yeah, okay, so... You, who refuses to die, against I, who cannot. Enabling clashes such as this is precisely what makes this world so amusing. Just as there are those who desire eternity, there are those who hate it. You exist beyond causality, so maybe you'd be able to kill me. I truly hope that you possess the power to do so. Oh, he's gonna put him in the egg.
黒天の極小よ。裁け、罪深き者たちを。
This should make Kiriko now invincible. Here's Noriko. One by one, those that you held dear died. Now you, alone, transcend time and keep on living. Perhaps you can somewhat understand my situation. Yes, and that's why I'm fighting, to free you from this eternity. I wish you the best of luck then. However, know that I'm not one to pull my punches. And you don't have to. We're enemies after all.
サポートに徹するんだ。必要なことだからね。
君に僕の望みを叶えることはできない。
あなたにも味わってもらうわ。ガンバスターの真の力を。
ガンバスターの真の力。ボン。ボン。
まだの人。
Okay. Go talk to this idiot. Ah, singularity. Your very fate is at the mercy of the multidimensional world. I thought you, of all people, would be able to understand me, but alas. I'm not about to buddy up with some guy who'd rain disgrace on others, whatever your situation. And that's all there is to it, Asukim. What started in the multidimensional war is going to end today. You may be key to saving the universe, but I'll not hesitate to claim your head. I'll engrave one new sin upon my black wings. This fucking Joker.
あんたには同情するよ。けど一発きついのかましますか。あった。
Gotcha. Okay, kick. Let's get big. Bunk, 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 bunk.
僕の出番かな。くれレイグキャノン。
今のものは心も体もバッサーマシンとなったのです。ウルトラ夏祭り。
Fucking the gong. It's the foot the size of a continent comes down on him. And we kill with the butt. Because you gotta have the butt. That place is like, yeah. Yeah, that's they got it. They fucking got it. Subliminal punch.
とどめは譲ったんだ。頼むよ。全力で行くよ。 決めろディスネフ。一撃必殺マスターゲート。
Didn't even get to it. Didn't even get to the subliminal punch.
俺にだってできることはある。ユノハ、君の力を貸してくれ。はい、
あまたさん。今です、あまたさん。
Now, Amada.
見えない拳が敵を撃つ。サブリナパンチ。
Remember, it's a cat, not a frog. Alright, we beat all of his jokers. Nice work. Fucking following around what cat's like. Yeah, he's a fucking dog, isn't he? So, we beat his guys. Now it's just you, Asukim. And he's like, that's fine. Being alone is my default state anyway. It's like, alright dude, fucking calm down. Okay, so, the Randinator. We really gotta do this, huh? I don't need to explain, do I? And then Mel, ah, you dummy! Fuck it, yeah. Fuck him on the ass again. You dummy, my darling really doesn't want to fight you. Don't, Mel. Our only option now is to go for it. Indeed. This is fate. Nah, just call this what it is. We both got our reasons why we can't back down, so it ends in a brawl. All there is to it. Let's go, ask him. No need for regrets or anything between us. We'll both fight with everything we have. Zahit, I'll never forget the kind of man you were. Even that's gonna have himself weep. Yeah, poor Asuka. He once had 2 friends, at least. He had 2 friends once upon a time.
メル未練も思い出も全て振り切るぞ。そうだ。
We just gotta do this now.
輝きを増す12のか。僕はそれを欲する。無限獄が終わる日を夢見て、さあ、あまたの天才を生産しよう。
Yeah, we went around trying to assess because since she was the way. Yeah. Lots of kinds of punches. Yeah. They all do.
そして天国を経て、僕にまつわる因縁を逆再する。ゼノシックノバ。
And then Rand was upside down.
メル。
もちろん私の丈夫さには自信ありだよ。
絶
I'm
望の
fine.
希望はあるのかな。
Setsuko. Asukim! I've been waiting, Setsuko. This very moment is the reason why I bestowed such sorrow upon you. You killed Chief and Toby for this. Do you hate me? Or do you actually pity me? Neither. I'm part of Zet Blue and I'll fight against anyone who tries impeding our advance. Asukim, it's my duty to end you. By stealing away your personal feelings via your sense of duty, you fight on. Indeed, you are the sorrowful maiden, Setsuko. And now I'll claim your life. This is the promised hour that I've long awaited. Shut your mouth, Asukim. I'll never fall to you. Banaji. What are you after? Why are you doing something so pointless? Pointless? Well, I suppose it seemed that way from your point of view. I'm a man on a mission, and thus I act accordingly. Nothing more, nothing less. If you're not willing to explain yourself, then I have to put you down by force. Fucking ask him, just quoting Quattro Vagina fucking right in Banaji's fucking face. Wee, 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 wee. Come on, say shit. She doesn't really care. I bet she's never even fucking met him. No, I'm not ready to crash a plane into him just yet. There's no such thing as immortality. I'm sure there's a way to stop him for good. Immortality is simply a state of being. However, it's not something that one should desire. I'm well aware of that, more than anyone. This man, is there no limit to the void inside him? You and Zex have any safeguards? I bet they have in Z1. Do-do-do. 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 Idioma. The hell do I care about your story? You're gunning for us, that means you get a whooping. I quite like the simplicity of your rationality. Your likes and dislikes don't mean jack to me. This is the end of the road for you, Asukim. It's exactly what I want. Poor Asukim. Poor Ioma. And then, fortunately, it's not enough. The damage, he's undoing it. He's like, yeah, I got a sphere. What do you think I'm gonna fucking do? And he says that, in fact, our presence is making the spheres more lively. Like, dang it, this dude. He's like, bring it, jokers. AG. And then here's AG entirely. Ask him. Wonder which one of us will succeed in destroying the celestial prison. I've placed all my chips on Zet Blue and they'll surmount even your black wings. Let me show ya.
それじゃ行こっか。極小時空振動弾を食らわせてやんな。
No, he gets the satisfaction of murdering. But it will just come back. It's tough. Like, he gets to murder him and that's cool. But the guy wants to be murdered. And normally the people he beats up don't like it. She just learned resupply. Sing it, this fucking moron. Just hoot and holler at him, buddy. Just shoot him with a vampire laser. Fucking do it. Listen to my song. Tell us everything you carry within your heart. I suppose it'd make for quite the enjoyable time were I capable of doing that. However, I've turned my back on it, all so I can fly further, higher, beyond the chains of fate. This fucking idiot. I think I heard one about D, but neither of the others. Setsuna. You, who seeks the future, are quite the polar opposite to me. I seek nothing, not the past, the present, or the future. Still, we can't let you go. We're stopping you here and now, Esagim. Says the man whose only interaction with him was him swooping in and then getting locked in a fucking hole. Bing, 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 bing. Roger. Little by little, your objective has come into sight. Then I would ask that you don't oppose me. This is in the interest of bringing an end to it all. I can appreciate you seeking closure, but I will not allow it if you'd endanger my friends to do so. Asakim, I shall shut the book on your immortality. Then you deem me guilty? Of course, that goes without saying. Fucking Asakim, what a joker. Here's Crow. Crow, you also wish to settle matters with me? Details aside, the swaying scales is mine. I'm not about to let anyone else take it. I already have enough collectors hounding me over just my debt. I don't need you adding to that pile, so you gotta go. You might be cracking jokes, but I can see you grasp the significance of what you hold. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna need the spheres to beat the envoys, which means I can't give it to you, especially to a guy like you even. That's fine. Your sphere shines, fueled by that strong will, and it should now be mine. I already told you, don't go thinking you can claim my stuff as your own. And then Takaru. Say you defeated the envoys. What then? I've no reason to tell you. Why do you need to fight us? Why can't we work together? This is how I must live my life. Such is my fate. And my sin. This joker. Actually, do you there. Okay, we'll do you there actually. I changed my mind. Ding, 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 ding. So, you not only want other people's